And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Flushed out right. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 96 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
6-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right,
this is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
He was taken down.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And 7 at the Bears' 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
A 2nd down pass.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Xavier Woods.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right side to Komet.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the ball comes loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
14 yards and a Chicago first down. Now a run with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Dix brought him down. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
11-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will close the gap down to 14. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra...
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On the move to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Washington.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes this Washington 34. Bears 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Parker, left side. The 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next is Washington 34. Bears 27. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
27.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.